Hey, good to see you.
Hey, what you working on? I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Keep it going. Now we're rolling.
There you go! There you go! That's all day!
One more.
Hit that all day! Hey, right here!
Just like that.
Hey, see you later, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on.
Let's go.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
And the Bulls, another three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Allen outside. From the wing. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. And it seems like your opponent does it better.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared all night.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up, make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
LeVert from outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Bulls leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's White on the wing. Passes to Jay. Shot from the top of the key. They get it back. Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This is the thing about Wendell Carter. He's got the skill to go with the size. Very difficult to defend.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Carter.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Nets trail by 5.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Pass to LeVert for the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Jay's checked in for Levine. And it's Cobb in for White. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Joe Harris is out there with Jordan. And it's Allen in at center. Just 5 to shoot. Jordan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Jay. And that one hits back iron. Dinwiddie outside to the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's what DeAndre is out there to do. Dropping the hammer is his specialty.
Bulls have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Carter, the pass to Jay. Cobb kicks to Valentine. Lobbed up there for Cobb. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Exceptional timing from Cobb. Seems to know when to take chances and go for alley-oops.
29 seconds left to play here in the third. Dinwiddie finds Harris. Inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And there's the pass to Valentine. Outside Williams. Here's Jay. Drills the three-pointer. Jay's got 21.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first three quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Bulls lead by 4. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Cobb is out there with Jay, and it's Levine in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cobb passes to Jay. From deep three-point range, that's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 7th assist in the game. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. LeVert against Markkanen.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Jay. LeVert defending. No good from Jay. Nets trail by 5. LeVert in the corner. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
No coverage that time. And now a 7-point Bulls lead.
Good eye from Cobb. Spotting the wide-open man. Sets it up perfectly with that pass.
Timeout called, the Nets. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team, while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. So for the... Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 3. 1:52 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jay.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jared Allen comes in for Jordan, and it's LeVert in for Irving. Nets trail by 3. Now here's LeVert, and the basket is good.
And LeVert with that slashing approach coupled with the outside shot. Boy, he is not an easy cover.
Outside, Levine. To the paint. No good from Jay. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. LeVert the pass to Allen. And the wide open shot from Green. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Right side Levine. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 1. 1:11 left here in the fourth quarter. Left in the fourth quarter. Porter against Durant. Open shot, Green. Rebound by the Bulls.
Missed opportunity, wide open for mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And then Porter with the jam.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
KD against Porter to tie it up. And it's Durant missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot. Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LeVert kicks to Green. It counts! And now they trail by just 4.
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
Chicago calls timeout. They're leading by 4. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Levine, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Durant, the pass to Dinwiddie. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
That takes poise, patience, and vision. Great pass by Kevin Durant.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
The 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long.
So let's talk about celebrity trash talkers. Is there any celebrity that has the worst trash talking on the court? Maybe they're sitting courtside.
Drake and Travis Scott talk the most trash to me. And I usually talk trash back to them after I make a shot or that song go well, but it adds another dimension to the game that I really, really enjoy. I grew up playing street ball, so all you hear is trash talk from the side.
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the wind. And we've got time.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, Martin. To be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. The pass to Jay. Levine kicks to White. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
for a little KD trivia. Durant has been a longtime partner with 2K. In which 2K TV season did he first appear?
So, was it Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, or Season 4? You should know the answer to this if you've been watching 2K TV for all these years.
It just feels like everything is just stepped up another level from.
There is no better way. To start off, then, here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at center. 6-point shooting. There are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship. What do you think?
You know, there will never be a substitute for balance, but I just think with the evolution of the skill that we see in our game, the coaches and players being so smart, that you do want to keep the opponents guessing, but let's face it, the three-point shot is here to stay. It's really simple math. 3 is more than 2.
And they get it. No good from Jay.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
It's good from long range. Almost figured it would happen with how he played, and now he has made it official. Junior Greg winning his first Rookie of the Month award.
It's a bit baffling. So many teams passed on Junior. He clearly is NBA ready and has been an impact player for this team. This could be just the start of a storied career.
Here's Jay, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Jay's got it, got 5 now. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Bucks. They lead by 4. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
The shot's good from James.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Augustine against Levine. Augustine passes to Portis. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
To the left wing, here's Jay. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Giannis. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's ends up going with the new group. And Milwaukee has possession. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Middleton can't get it to go. Fighting Levine on the wing. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Williams. And it's Jay in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Here's Middleton. Nice D from Levine. And Chicago shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And then Levine with the jam.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Got to commend the aggressiveness, but he was a little too anxious in trying to get that shot over the stifling D there.
Williams finds Levine. Pass to Jay. Beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Jay's got to get it back down to within single digits for the Bulls. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Fast break, Milwaukee. There's the lob into Kumbo.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
41 seconds left now here in the second. Jay, headed by Augustine. Carter kicks to Levine. Here's Jay. Off target from outside.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Middleton for 3, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Here's Jay. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's DiVincenzo. Nice D from Jay.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back up. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over and so flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
On the court for the Bucks, we've got DJ Augustine. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Nora in at the small forward spot. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Here's Portis. No good on the three. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Cobb passes to Jay. His three-pointers off the mark. Bucks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Taken away. Now here's Valentine. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Giannis kicks to Portis. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Craig. Buries it down low.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Here's Jay. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Augustine, no luck. In transition, here come the Bulls. Porter's running. The shot's good from Jay.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Here's Giannis. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Bucks on top, opening up a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Cobb is out there with Jay, and it's Levine, and at the three, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Count it, good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Kicks to Cobb. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Carter, the pass to Cobb. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one.
Inside, outside, you name it. Cobb will attack the defense from just about anywhere.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. That's now 26 points for Giannis. And Chicago shooting for the game at 42%. Cobb passes to Jay. In the corner, it's Levine. There's the triple. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Holiday. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Levine wide open. Drains the three-pointer.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Loads it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of...
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Milwaukee has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
40 seconds left in the game. Pass to Satoransky. The dish to Valentine. 3-pointer. And no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Giannis. Oh, that's blocked. Shoots. The shot's good from Jay.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And so Adams nails both of them. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Happy holidays. I'm Brian, here to talk about my team. The new NBA season has arrived, and my team will be following the games all season long. Keep an eye on the NBA results each night, then check out my team for new moments content. Season 3 is still riding strong. And
Coming up next, the Bulls taking on the Pistons. For Chicago, the stars of... Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Welcome. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Griffin is out there with Jahlil Okafor. And it's Rose. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3. And for the Bulls. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you've felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Rose gets a wide open look. Well, for Detroit, their last game, a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
I mean, and there's really no excuse for it. They know they need to play more in control.
They get the rebound. Okafor kicks to Rose. Drills the three-pointer. Rose has got 5.
A shooter of Rose's ability won't waste this look. Feet planted, shoulders square, totally ready to shoot.
From deep three-point range, no good from Jay.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And Griffin stays with it.
And you look for why they keep giving up buckets here, and their boxing out or lack of boxing out is really hurting them.
Pass to Jay. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. From deep. And the Bulls with another miss. Detroit with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Young's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Williams. And it's Cobb in for Kobe White.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game. And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. And so it's Detroit with the ball. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Okafor. Derrick Rose is out there with Hayes. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3 spot. Grant against Williams. Outside Rose. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Pistons. 8-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
I mean, so experienced. I mean, tell me something Rose hasn't seen on the court. I mean, he reads the D like a book.
There's the pass to Jay. From beyond the arc and then some.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Grant outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Mikhailuk. He's guarded by Williams. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Williams. Here's Levine. Wow, hammering it in!
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Rose dishes to Okafor. Back to Rose. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
The Pistons making a change here. Griffin's checked in. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Hayes the pass to Mikhailuk. Outside Rose. Pass to Griffin. The kick out to Rose. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Rose has got 7 now in this quarter.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Here's Mikhailuk. Guarded by Levine. And it's blocked.
The coaching staff loves this. They know marketing has the length needed to swat a lot of shots on him. But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Carter. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And with a percentage of 82.
What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Markkanen. Porter comes in for Williams. Satoransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Jay's subbed in for Kobe White. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Jay, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in.
Continuing to watch Satoransky improve over time. I mean, he's a good teammate who accepts whatever role is asked of him.
Grant kicks to Hayes. No good again that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Hayes. Shot clock at 6. the 17-footer. Nice D from Porter.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
He's checked in for Satoransky. And a switcher also for Detroit. Mikhailuk is checked in. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Knocked loose. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
What balance from the veteran. Porter has gotten used to taking the hit and still converting.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
To the paint. Here's Grant. Porter with a block.
Lockdown defense from Porter. He extends out beautifully to come up with these type of ejections.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Grant. So it's Detroit now, trailing by 13. Pass to Griffin. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Griffin. Plumlee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Jay. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. No good that time.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Mikhailuk passes to Plumlee. To the wing right side. For the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Here's Jay. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Jay's got 15. And so it's Chicago. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Rose, Okafor out there with Griffin, and it's Bay in at the 3 slot. Pistons trail by 15. Now here's Rose. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Oh, man, that's some courageous inside play from Rose. Not afraid to shoot right in their faces.
Sinks the triple. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And here we go again. The Bulls in transition. On the court they go.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they play thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Mikhailuk. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Chicago calls timeout. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that? The pass to Hutchison. From deep three-point range. Plumlee with the rebound. And so it's Detroit with the ball.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Jay, who's covered by Rose. Here's Jay. The long distance three is buried.
He can fill out a lot of different roles, but Satoransky excels as a creator. He can make the spectacular passes and the smart ones.
And here is Wright. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Welcome back to Expert Tips. I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K, and today we'll be going over shooting. First off, if you're a shot button user, you can still shoot jumpers and layups by simply holding the shot button and releasing at the peak of your jump. But for 2K21, we're introducing a new way to shoot with a pro stick that we call shot stick aiming.
And a shot from before as the Miami team bus arrived at the now it's ended up.
Kevin, thanks.
All right, thank you, David. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Dragic. Achua is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard. And for Chicago, we've got Williams. Zach LaVine is out there with Jay. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
Because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
Got to do it.
There's Dragic with the 3. It's all in by the Bulls. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
2 conference rivals. They'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So each game they play will hold a lot of importance to both teams.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And the second free throw, good. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Passes to Hero. Here's Butler. Floats one, and good that time. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
It's important for Jimmy Butler to knock down the floater. Guys are playing up against him. You drive it, you don't want to get all the way, shoot the floater.
From downtown, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from James. Well, it was something you could feel was on the verge of happening, Greg. But tonight's game is the game that Junior steps into the starting lineup.
It didn't make sense for Junior to come off the bench anymore. He's too large a part of what this team does on both ends. Junior's earned his right to start.
Jay, the pass to Gafford. Here's Jay. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Dragic looking for an opening. Butler finds Dragic. Clock at 6. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bulls moving the ball around. LaVine passes to Jay. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. And it's 8 points for Jay.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Young comes in for Markkanen, and Porter subbed in for Williams. And then for Miami, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Achua. Duncan Robinson comes in for Hero, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic.
You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 1. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Butler. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. Pass to Hero. Outside Dragic. Poked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. On the court for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Dragic is out there with Hero. Then there's Achua. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. From deep. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Hero. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Achua. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Levine. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Markkanen trying to break loose. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got his second basket of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside Williams. And the pass to Levine. Hands it from downtown.
I like letting someone else play the setup, man. Levine just has to catch and hit the shot.
Pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. The shot. And it's good off the back rim and in. Dragic has got 6 points.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
Passes it to Jay. Over to the left wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Jacks up a 3. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Now here's Levine. Guarded closely. Gafford passes to Jay. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
3-pointer, Butler. They get it again. Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A powerful athlete who's still...
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third... And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine is out there with Jay. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Williams. And it's Gafford in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Jay. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jay's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Levine comes to help. Adebayo finds Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Butler's got 13 points.
There's Butler's competitive streak right back at you from distance.
On the wing, Levine. Here's Jay. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Here's Jay. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
The pass to Adebayo. He kicks it to Butler. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Outside Dragic. Yep, that one goes in there.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Outside Levine. Passes it to Jay. Here's Gafford. He's guarded by Adebayo. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Drains it from beyond the arc. And that's now 29 points for Jay.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Young's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Porter comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Williams. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Olynyk is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Iguodala comes in for Achua. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Pass to Olynyk. Kicks it to Robinson. Pass to Butler. Over Valentine. The Heat need to get a shot off. Olynyk against Young. Goes back up. That one wide left. The Bulls leading by 11. Satoransky, the pass to Jay. Back to Satoransky. The pass to Jay. Fires the three. Miami grabs the miss. 1:02 left to play in the third. Nunn kicks to Robinson. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Passes it to Jay. Back to Valentine. Here's Jay. And he's good on the three ball. Jay's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Robinson kicks to Iguodala. Now the dish to Olynyk. Over Young. Olynyk can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Latrey. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nunn wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Nunn's got 9 points.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
And so it's Chicago in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hey, listen, let's sustain it now and let's put our foot down with more discipline and more focus right now, okay?
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Williams comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Levine's checked in for Kobe White. And Jay's subbed in for Kyle. And then for Miami, Jimmy Butler is checked in for Otto Bayer. Earl comes in for Olynyk. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn.
Jimmy's thirsty tonight. You can tell he wants the ball every time down the floor.
On the court for the Heat, Robinson is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. And there's Iguodala. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard position. Buries it from three-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Williams trying to break free. Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
At 6'7", Jimmy Butler is no slouch down there on the block.
A free throw drops for Butler. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Achua comes in for Robinson. And so Butler nails both of them. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
You look at the success of Jimmy Butler, the NBA's most improved player in 2015, and continuing to refine his game.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Gafford. Outside, Levine. Here's Jay. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat trail by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bulls.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jay.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Tries again, and the layup is good. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night. He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Jay, the pass to Levine. Now Markkanen outside Levine. Releases. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
In partnership with Spring Hill, we've been bringing you Uninterrupted, an ongoing series addressing social justice.
This week, we're joined by Kyle Korver, who brings his perspective on the matter. This is the first of a 3-part series entitled Respect Your OGs. Take a look.
As I was trying to identify.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markin and Carter are up front. Zach LaVine is out there with Jay. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Cobb is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position.
And the anticipation for this matchup. Cobb facing the team that traded him and the man who took his job in Junior. Everyone was waiting for this game.
And you could just feel the tension in the building, Greg. This will be a game that is talked about for weeks. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
The season never really ends. Now Rozier, after the missed three-point shot from Hendricks Cobb. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Jay. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Hayward. Here's Zeller. Banked in off the glass.
Okay, he's putting that 7-foot frame to good use. I mean, Zeller pounding the glass.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, James Borrego had a few minutes to share with me. Coach was saying that he feels Zach LaVine is still underrated as a star in this league. Coach said when LaVine gets going, there's just no way to stop him. He's one of the most natural scoring threats in the league. They certainly will respect LaVine's explosive offense tonight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
When Cobb gets the ball, you have to run him off the check. He loves the catch-and-shoot situations.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Jay. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Jay's got 6 points. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And last year, Lauri Markkanen was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Markkanen can be. I mean, this kid can dunk on you inside, post up, face, get you in the triple threat, shoot the 3 off the spot up, and more so importantly, maybe even handle the ball. He can make players around him better. He has one of the quickest first steps to take guys off the dribble in the league for his size. I'd like to see him take greater advantage of his skill set.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. Now, here's Cobb. Last game we saw him score 14. There's the 3. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And with the confidence to sink shots from downtown, Cobb helps his team space the floor.
Ball finds White. He's making some changes here. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Shoots. No good from Jay.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine is out there with Jay, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. Levine deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to Jay. Fires the 3. The Hornets pull it in. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte, the shot's good from Jay.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Hayward outside. Passes to Zeller. He kicks it to Graham. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Rozier against Levine. Here's Rozier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Awesome body control from Rozier that time. Real hard to get a shot up and in was taking a hit.
And see, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
Hornets leading by 7. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. He dishes it to Zeller. In the corner, it's Hayward. Shot clock at 5 from 18 feet away. Rebound by the Bulls.
Now, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Got that one up quick. 14 points for Jay.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Pass to Zeller. The dish to Graham. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. Graham's got 11 points.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Chicago calls timeout. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Pass to Hayward. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. So the wing on the left. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Launches a 3. No good from Jay. Charlotte leading by 3. Graham with the ball. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over him.
Feeds it to Markkanen. Here's Jay. It's good. This game is all even. Jay's got 20 points.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Hayward looking over the floor. And the shot is long.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And there's the pass to Jay. Out to the wing. From the arc. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Graham. Will it go? Bangs home the trifecta. Graham's got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Cobb is out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here's Levine. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And what about the touch on the floater? Levine making a difficult shot look easy.
Here's Rozier, a two-point game. Cobb with it, now guarded by Jay. And they pick up two. Cobb's got 17 now.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Levine. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. On the high post, they get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
He plays with such intensity. It seems like Zeller's motor is always running. Certainly was there on that putback.
Williams against Hayward. Williams passes to Jay. From deep three-point range. Dishes it to Williams. Right wing. Here's Jay. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his third assist on the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now, here's Cobb. He's got 17. Charlotte calls timeout. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
Three terrific kids. You're right. So this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Cody Zeller.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller, Cody has a good chance to be the best of all three.
The feed to Markkanen. From deep. And the Bulls, another three.
The D has got to do something to take away his three-point shots. He's been knocking them down all night.
Here's Cobb. In for his seventh make in 14 tries.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Jay. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Here's Bridges. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. And now an 8-point Hornets lead
The ability to score in close. Bridges showing some nice touch and concentration from this area.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the hump.
You should never get beat like that in transit.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen is out there with Williams, and it's Jay in at the point.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Graham. Hayward with the ball. Back to Graham. Charlotte moving it around. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Cobb. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
This is Cobb's competitive edge showing right here. I mean, won't let the foul stop him from finishing the shot.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Bulls trail by 8. Veen passes to Jay. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jay. From deep. And Lauri Markkanen good for 3. Markkanen's got his first 2 points of the night.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Now, here's Cobb. He's tightly guarded. That one goes. Count it. Cobb's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bean passes to Jay. Outside, Porter. This one for 3. And he drills it. Beautiful release there from Jay. Jay's got 12 points here in the second half. Cobb passes to Zeller. Here's Hayward. And he banks in the layup. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Levine kicks to Porter. Over to the wing. Another 3 for Chicago.
It's too bad this scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
Charlotte calls timeout. Rozier, he's checked in for Devontae Green. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Chalk up 2 there.
How about the strength of Cobb, showing how aggressive he can be with scores like this.
Right side, Levine. Here's Jay. That 3 off the mark. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 6-point game.
Oh, he has to fight for that one. Doing the dirty work, getting after it on the glass.
The pass to Jay. Here's Markkanen. Shoots the 3. Zeller grabs the board.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. These are smart shots, not these.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism, and D can't give him these opportunities.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Passes it to Jay. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Cobb kicks to Rozier. Lobbed up there for Cobb.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Jay, the pass to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Count it. Cobb's got 11 points in the quarter.
Skillful ball handling by Cobb that time. Comes off the pick and roll and drops right into the shooting motion.
Jay, the pass to Carter. To the right side. Levine with it. Pass to Carter. From deep. Zeller grabs the board. Hornets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Hayward finds Zeller. Out to Hayward. Second chance shot. And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Cobb. A rare miss for him. So it's Chicago now.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Kicks it to Hayward. Rozier looking around. And so it's Charlotte with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.
If you've played through the My Career Stories of the past, the names DJ, Freak, Che, and AI will bring back so many memories.
I know I've spent countless hours with all these My players over the years, but in NBA 2K21 Next Gen, it's Junior's story that brings them all together.
And we sat down with all of the My Player actors while they were shooting at mocap. It was so much fun. Take a look.
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. And let's go.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. McCollum, the 2, and Hood, the 3. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Lillard in at the point guard. And for the Bulls, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Jay out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And here is Williams after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. From deep three-point range, the shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 6 points.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, LaVine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Now, here's Nurkic. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Here is Carter, following the score by Damian Lillard. Here's Jay. It's Chicago with another bucket. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. McCollum with the ball. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And it's Lillard missing. Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And there it is for him.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's McCollum. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Carter pulls it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
No good from Jay.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
McCollum against LaVine, and it's good, 2 points.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Changes for Chicago. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Markkanen. Porter comes in for Williams. And Ball subbed in for LaVine. Here's Trent. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Dishes to Lillard. And the 3-ball is good. Lillard's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Trailblazers. Chicago leading. Ball kicks to Porter. Ball feeling it out a bit. Jay. That shot is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Chicago has possession. Portland making their last shot. Here's Carter. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And we know Carter Jr. has put work into his jumper. There, you see the results on display.
Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. And then Lillard slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Ball from long range. And Cantor pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Jones, no luck. Bulls have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Carter, the pass to Jay. Lillard against Young. Here's Jay. And the Bulls get it back. The 3. Can't hit that one. And a deep 3 from Lillard. No good with the triple. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so grounded despite all of his individual success.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from
Chicago ends up going with the new group. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Markkanen and Carter are up front. All out there with Jay, and it's Levine and at the small 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Jones. And Levine with the block.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Hornets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. A different look now for Portland. Cantor comes in for Anthony, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Rodney Hood. Now here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. And it's blocked.
And how about marketing, using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Trailblazers leading by 10. McCollum up top, defended by Carter. Portland again missing. Now Chicago has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And Cole slams it in.
and didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now here's McCollum. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Sweet little floater.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Ball, the pass to Jay. Outside, Ball. Passes it to Jay. Lets it go with a three. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Portland's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
Five seconds left to play here in the half. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so we conclude the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Hood, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Their star, Damian Lillard, said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Now here's Hood. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and Jay gets the whistle that time. Bulls trail by 18. They've got Markkanen. Levine is out there with Williams. Then it's Ball, and it's Jay in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Nailed from three-point land.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Hood.
And great activity from Levine there. When he's engaged on defense, he's a difference maker. And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Here's Jay. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's McCollum. That's tipped. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. So it'll be C.J. McCollum shooting. LaMelo Ball picks one up. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Portland with a change here too. Lillard's checked in for Enes Kanter.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Levine can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Anthony. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
The pass to Jay. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Good on the triple. Jay's got 6 in the quarter.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Outside Hood. Back to McCollum. Launches it. And Hood with the basket on the assist by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 19. Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Jay. Back to Levine. Here's Jay. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Anthony. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Williams looking around to the inside. Markkanen passes to Jay. Rebounded by McCollum.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more.
3-1. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, man. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Shut up, shut up! Come to me, come to me!
Keep it going. Let's go.
Someone get on him!
Just like that.
Shoot that man! There you go!
One more.
That's all day!
Hey, right here.
Now we're rolling.
Let's get going. We lost one game, not the end of the world. We just need to get back to work and clean up a few things. Let's get back at it. I want to score earlier and transition offense. If someone is up court, we have to get the ball to them. All right, let's work on moving the ball quickly in transition.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Yo, Huncho! Shot! Hey! Good catch, Mark Cannon!
Way to finish strong, guys. Make sure you get your shots up before you get out of here.
See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Shot, shot, shot. Hey, hey, right here. Too easy. Too easy.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Were you guys playing 2K, and outside of your own storyline on your respective year, what were your thoughts as my career has progressed through the years to what it is now with 2K21?
Well, as the granddaddy of this stuff, man, 2K11, it was just the press conferences. You know, it was all audio. I auditioned for this thing in a closet at my house. I had a bad day, and all of a sudden they called me in. I went up there, I did it. It was a fun game because it had so many different personalities. It was like choose your own adventure, right? And then it progressed up to 2K14 where we actually got to do the full mocap shoot.
Every year they just kept doing better and better and getting, and they spoiled me the year I was here. I had Spike Lee directing me. So, every year, and then they're bringing all these names in and just amazing people to join.
What roles do you play in the My Career 2K21 story?
Bringing the band back together. It's going to be amazing, baby. Yeah, so we actually get to team up.
The commute in full swing as we get. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Zach LaVine is out there with Jay, and it's Williams at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiseman's out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Reagan, 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so because of that, though, especially in the days game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient and allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Puts it up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Now here's Curry. D right on him. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Takes the three. Offensive rebound.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Jay, the pass to Markkanen. Off target with his three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The Warriors took a big chance on trading for Wiggins. The Wolves were so desperate to get rid of his contract, they added a top 3 protected first-round pick into the package.
And here's Levine. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Drills it from outside.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Golden State.
And the Warriors, in their own right, got rid of D'Angelo Russell's huge contract, but the deal was also about fit.
It was, G.A. At the time, they were looking for a small forward, and Andrew Wiggins put them in the mind of a Harrison Barnes. He's more athletic, though. And then for the Wolves, D'Angelo Russell was a guy they needed in the backcourt. Interesting to see how both these guys' career end up.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 31-point game against Oklahoma City.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Jay, the pass to Carter. Outside, Levine. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
I like letting someone else play the setup, man. Levine just has to catch and hit the shot.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Thompson. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Looney in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5. Ripped away. In the corner, it's Levine. Pass to Jay. Pulls up on the wing. The Warriors pull it in. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
From deep three-point range, that's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jay.
I know you're big on shoes and all the deals being made in the NBA. I'm sure you were aware that Jordan signed Junior to a shoe deal recently.
Hey, Craig, you know I'm crazy about the sneaker culture. Junior is one of the most anticipated shoe deals of the year. Jordan got their man, and I'm sure both sides are elated.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in, and both free throws good for Wiggins. Bulls trail by 6. Jay, the pass to Levine. There's the pass to Jay. No good from outside. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Wiggins.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
Outside Williams. Pass to Levine. Williams with the ball. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. They get it back. Another shot. Out left to the wing. Here's Jay. Draymond Green pulls it in.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And Smitty, anytime there's a poll for dirtiest player in the NBA, Draymond seems to end up on that list.
GA, in our day, there would have been a lot of us on that list. You know Draymond just wants to win, but it's about just playing hard, and that's what he'll do. He'll do whatever it takes to win. In this league, they just trying to clean up some of these acts. This is the thing about Wendell Carter. He's got the skill to go with the size. Very difficult to defend.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Jay out there with Levine, and it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. Over Carter. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
I'll tell you, Steph is giving the fans their money's worth.
Here's Jay. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 10. Inside, here's Thompson. Good as Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Levine. Fires it up. No good from Jay.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Green slams it in.
At 6'7", Draymond is always capable of skying up for slams like that one.
Williams passes to Levine. Here's Jay. And the Bulls with another miss.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
No problems knocking that one down. He's got 18.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Levine passes to Jay. Levine kicks to Williams. Dishes to Levine to the left side wing. Jay. A three-pointer is right on target. Well, Greg Kia has had a long relationship with the NBA. And they'll be continuing that with Junior signing on as a spokesperson for the company.
And I remember when it was LeBron doing Kia commercials. Kia is trying to sign the next big thing from the NBA, and they believe it's Junior. And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Chris, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And Oubre subbed in for Klay Thompson. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Chris passed to Oubre. Curry outside. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And you just got to love Steph's passion for the game. Even his pregame workout.
Now Curry. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
Love the work Steph puts into his game. Accurate from every spot on the floor.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Eric Paschal. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Warriors leading by 23. Now here's Curry. Passes to Wiseman. Here's Paschal. He's guarded by Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jay. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Wiseman. Back to Curry. A 3 ball. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jay. And the Bulls, another 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Eric Paschal. Damian Lee comes in for Thompson. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Curry. And Wanamaker gets it to go. Wanamaker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
The shot's good from Jay.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire 4th quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Lee passes to Wanamaker. The pass to Bazemore. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Bulls trail by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Carter, the pass to Jay. From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Jay's got 38 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lee kicks it to Bazemore. Takes the 13-footer. Green, no luck. Right side, Levine. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
What up, dude? Hey, what you working on? Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Now we're rolling. Just like that. One more. Keep it going. Hey, hit me up.
I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball. I see him. I see him. Look this way.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Next time, man. Next time.
This week, we are showcasing some of the awesome plays you've sent in on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. If you want to be featured in our next competition for top plays, send in your play. You can be featured on our next installment. I'm the 2KMC, and I'm out. Yeah!
David.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine is out there with Jay, and it's Williams at the small forward. And for Portland, McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. Now here's Lillard, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Out to Anthony. The dive for the ball, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Outside, Levine.
And you look at the game of C.J. McCollum. Kenny, he gives you so much at that off-guard position. A very well-rounded scorer.
Yes, he can hurt you in a lot of different ways. He's got the in-between games, but his game off the bounce, Kevin, like just isolation, dribble, penetration, and shot selection is probably top 5 in the NBA.
And he can put out that 30, 40-point game, too.
Without question. He's a versatile scorer.
He's got a big arsenal.
So it's Chicago now, after Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Jay.
And Junior, a player who's expected to be a bit of a project. They'll give him spots here and there early in the year, but he's shown well in the time he's had thus far.
And Greg Jr., a player they have high hopes for, just not early on. Talent is there, certainly, but the opportunities to develop might not be readily available. Shots good from Jay. Not too many teams have been able to win back-to-back titles in the NBA, but Kenny, you were a part of one of those elite groups with the Houston Rockets. Mentally, that's got to be very difficult to repeat.
Yes, the second year is much tougher.
Why? Why is it?
Because you become, I call fat cat-itis or complacent. You know, you got guys who are 8th, 9th, 10th man on the team. They're getting TV commercials now. They're coming on the plane with shades. You know, instead of hard hats, you know, they got on velvet hats. It's just a different environment for guys who have not been accustomed to being stars, now being stars.
And not to mention, you go from being the hunter to the hunted. Like, that's a part of it, too, because now you get everybody's best.
Everybody.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum outside. From 11 feet away. And Portland again with the bucket. Nowadays, it seems, less dominant centers than in the past decades of NBA basketball. Kenny, you played alongside some of the great big men, including Hakeem Olajuwon. You think he'd be less or more effective in today's game?
More effective, because his value would be easily shown. Because he would get more touches. There's more possessions in an NBA game now. He had ball handling skills, and he had the mid-range jump shot. So which means all he had to do is step backwards and take the threes. We used to play around and have shooting contests after practice. He would win some of those three-point shooting contests, but never took them in the game.
The difference is his skill set translates. Like, it wouldn't be as, I don't think some of our other great bigs would be as good. The guys who were purely post players, because the reason would be they got to guard the pick and roll now.
Yeah.
And in this era, they don't bail you out, the bigs, by letting you just go and hang out in the paint. You got to play outside that three-point line 80, 90 possessions a game.
Now the pass to Jay. Markkanen trying to break loose. And that will fall. The three-pointer on the line from Jay.
I mean, that's a great inbounds play. He gets to the right spot outside the arc, and that pass is there.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Jay out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Williams at the small forward position.
Outstanding read by Lillard. Put the ball in his hands, and he'll typically make the right play.
Jay trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Trent. Anthony, the pass to Trent. Three-pointer, Lillard, and another three for Portland.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding three?
Game-deciding three. Steph Curry's number one. Klay Thompson's number two. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
Ooh, what about Dame Lillard?
I'm sorry. Dame Lillard, number three. And then Trae.
Say, wait, sorry. Steph,
Klay,
Lillard.
Okay. Game-winning three, not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there.
Who's that?
Kawhi.
No.
Kawhi says, hey, Kevin and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a wild card, though.
That's a wild card. I mean, hey, he hit a three to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game and in those series. Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Out to the right wing. Outside Hood. Pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's LaVine. And that one off the back of the rim and in. LaVine's got 5 points so far.
Well, you can't afford to let LaVine get comfortable, especially when he's looking to fire from the mid-range.
Down low. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in.
One of the most respected leaders in the game. Damian Lillard is a class act, whether his team is winning or losing.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
We'll tell you
back. Follow PG. We got to let him in.
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. And C-Web, what can you say? Kenny Smith never one to pull any punches when he's talking about basketball. Or anything, for that matter.
Yeah, definitely. And he was such an integral piece to those Hakeem Olajuwon championship teams there in Houston.
Giles checked in for Portland. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Chicago. Porter comes in for Williams. There's the lob to Lillard. Great communication on the alley-oop. And it's a 9-point Portland lead.
But once Lillard gets going, it's fun to watch. I mean, he attacks with such ferocity.
Here's Jay. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 17 points for Jay.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Cullen passes to Giles. Lillard scanning the floor. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. That one goes in.
This game would have a different look if it were.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Rodney Hood, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Bulls trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And it's off from three-point range.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now McCollum, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. McCollum finds Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And Portland making a change here. Trent's checked in. Saransky's checked in for the Bulls.
And you need Levine to keep connecting from deep. When he does, the floor opens up big time.
It's McCollum on the wing. 16 points for him. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team, and in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
It's up a 3. It's good again, and an excellent 7th for 8 shooting night so far.
Got to be aware of McCollum. I mean, he's a competitor, and look, he looks for revenge in these situations.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Jay. Now a timeout called by Portland. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. Tries a 3 off the inbound. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
So for Chicago right now, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Williams is out there with Carter, and it's Jay in at the point.
And after a sensational first half from beyond the arc, he's not slowing down here in the second. That's his third three-pointer since halftime.
Lillard outside. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Here's Levine. Passes it to Jay. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That one doesn't drop. And the Trailblazers going the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
Jay, the pass to Levine. From deep three-point range, the shot's good from Jay. Jay's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Chicago. Here is Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
And the pass to Jay. A second chance effort. The layup good by Porter.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Cullen passes to Hood. Lillard with it. From deep. Knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 40 points.
Oh, the awareness on display. Hood just isn't a good scorer. He's also skilled at getting it to his open teammates.
No good from Jay. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 16-point lead. And finished off by Nurkic.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Good. And that's now 33 points for Jay.
And he's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the first one at the... And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll